Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show today. What the heck are we going to talk about? Daytona. Daytona Bike Week. It's just coming up in just a few weeks, not less than a month from now. We're probably going to be
on the road.
Yep.
On the road again.
That's your part.
So don't forget to subscribe, think about Patreon, and give us a thumbs up.
Oh, welcome to our channel today. I want to thank everybody. If you've never watched our channel before, we're all about motorcycle rallies and traveling to them and getting back and a little bit of RVing and all kinds of neat stuff. So join up and watch what's going on. So today we're going to talk about Daytona. You know, we're going to be heading out here from Arizona, heading over to Daytona, and we're actually going to take probably the 10 because it could still snow. We had that bad experience last year going through Texas, and it was no fun, and we were really cut on time, so this time we're going to allow 5 or 6 days to get there and take our sweet old time. And that way, if something does happen, we'll have a few extra days, and we won't be pushed so hard as we were in the fall. So Daytona is coming up already here at the first part of March. You know, pretty exciting. We're actually going to be getting there in February. We're going to be going down to St. Augustine's, and we're going to do some videos down there. We're going to try to show you guys some things to do in the area if you're down there. You know, there's only so much you can do. You can go out to Destination Daytona and check that all out. You know, that's really where all the vendors are at. And you got Main Street. Everybody's got to go down to Main Street. You got to watch those bikes go up and down the street. You got to ride up it. You know, hey, if you're one of those guys, ride down there once and back, and that's it. Don't keep going up and down and up and down and up and down. You're just dragging it out for everybody else that wants to just ride down the street. And, you know, we've already seen your bike once. We don't need to see you and your bike. You know, that's just the truth. You know, and sometimes the truth hurts. That's the fact. But, I mean, there's a lot of great places to eat in down there, and we'll do another video later on about great places to eat in Daytona that we have found that we've been really happy with. So that's pretty exciting. So what else is there to do down there? You know, everybody always does the Ormond Loop. And not real exciting, but it's a place to ride. You know, if you want to get your picture taken.
It's a pretty ride.
Yeah, if you want to get your picture taken, there's always a couple of photographers down there that are taking those pictures and selling them. I don't know, 20, 25 bucks. You can buy you don't buy a print, you buy the access to get it off the internet. But I mean, hey, if you want to get an action picture of you riding, that's something you can do. You can also go out there to Cackleberry and yep, and the Cabbage Patch. You know, they got all kinds of events. We're going to spend a little bit more this year at the Cabbage Patch, just in the Crackleberry, about some of the different things that they have going on there. We pretty much get out there, spend a little time, and leave. But this year we're going to try to spend a little bit more time with both of those. We're probably not going to cover the slaw wrestling. We did that last year. You can watch it. Same girls pretty much compete every year. So that's the way that is. We also got some other things we're lining up. We're hopefully going to sit down with, you know, Daytona. Daytona has been, if any of you have been seeing anything, you may not be watching. We watch a lot of things that go on in all these different rally cities to see what's going on. The mayor of Daytona is trying to change the image of Daytona. Daytona has they've chased all the bikes away. That's why Bruce Rossmeyer's is now over there in Ormond Beach, because
they chased them out.
That's right.
Pretty much.
And there used to be all the vendors. If you've been going a long time, that beach road there, that used to be where all the vendors were at. But, you know, you see what it is today.
Not anymore.
So they're supposed to be trying to get together now, and the city's trying to work on a way to build up their reputation of wanting bikes to come to their town. So hopefully we're going to try to get a hold of somebody at the city before the rally, and we'll get you an interview of what the city's goal is and what the city wants to do. So we'll see what happens there. And see how that happens. We're hopefully going to talk to the chief of police in Daytona and also in Ormond Beach, like we did in Sturgis, to see if we can, you know, keep you guys out of trouble. What's the main things they give tickets for? You know,
to know what the laws are down there, because if you're coming from out of state, you may not know what all the laws are, and you don't want to get in trouble for that.
That's right. So we try to give you that good information, and that seems to be a pretty good video that a lot of you guys want to know. And I always want to know that too. What can you do? What you can't do? You know, what the noise ordinance is, squealing your tires, smoking your tires, whatever you want to do.
Hangers, helmets.
Yeah, all that different stuff. And a lot of you may already know it, but it's better to get it from the chief of police, because that's the people that are going to write you the tickets. And so we'll see what happens there, and we'll see about what kind of good information we can get from them. We always talk to the Chamber of Commerce. Last year we did talk to Daytona, but we didn't go into Ormond Beach and talk to their chamber. So we're going to try to get you some more good information before the rally starts, to where what you can expect to see at these venues. So if you're looking to go to Daytona and you're not sure where you're going to stay, you know, they got a lot of hotels, lots of stuff along the A1A down there to go to. If you can't find something, there's something wrong, because there's a ton of them down there. So you shouldn't have trouble finding. I don't know really what the price is. If you guys want to leave us something down here in the comments, let us know what the hotels are running down there. That would be great. It'd be good help for some of you that haven't decided on getting what you want. We did have the RV racetrack. We had it reserved this year. Actually, it's available now if anybody wants to go down there. For the full rally, the whole time, it was about $1,250. They had water, electric, and you got a free dump every 3 days. They came and pumped you out for free, which wasn't too bad. They only had porta potties there, no showers, nothing else, but you were outside of the track. You know, you can stay inside of the track, but we've heard a lot of horror stories about noise and scooters and all that stuff.
David and Mary Beth.
Yeah, and they was the worst. They'll never go back. So there's an option you have. You know, Cackleberry's got they probably got one of the bigger campgrounds for bikers out there. I'm not sure what they have for full hookups and stuff. You have to go on their website and see. I know they got a lot of tent camping out there. They also have, we just had a video come up. I'll put that at the end. Easy Camp Ride. They're actually out there where you can actually rent a tent, and it's already set up for you. It's got a air mattress up off the ground. They got blankets. They got electric going to it. You get a free breakfast. You get mimosas and all that stuff. I probably said it wrong.
Mimosas.
Whatever. I don't drink them. That's how you know I don't drink it. It wasn't bourbon and Coke or Jack and Coke or whatever it was.
But the only thing you got to watch out about Cackleberry, I remember last fall, there was a few people, it rained, and they got stuck. So I think it's a little hilly if you're parked way out in the back where all the action is.
So, yeah. So it's kind of not as crazy as if you've ever been to Glencoe. It's not as crazy as that, but there is some of that going on out there in the back area. So there's some trees and stuff out there too. I've seen some tents and stuff in there. So that's a place right across the street at the Cabbage Patch. Behind their place, they have, across the little road there, they have a campground there. It's $10 and boondocking too. Nothing comes with it. I don't think they even have any showers or bathrooms or anything out there.
I think it's mostly just tent camping too. I don't think you can get an RV.
I think you might be able to. And so that's a place that's available. If you know any more that are down here, you know, put it down here in the comments. If, hey, I always stay at this campground, or I stay at here, I stay there. Or if you stay at any of the ones we did mention, if you got the current prices, that would be great too for anybody here that's looking.
Yeah, and then there's also Airbnb. I know there's a few of our subscribers that stay. There's a lot of condos down there on the A1A, and they'll rent them out during that time. They stay at a condo, Mike and Deb, they stay at one every year, the same guy. That's another option that you can look into too.
One of the things that are going on with
Airbnbs
is a lot of these cities now are stopping it. So I've seen a few of them here on the internet, which I don't know if it was Daytona, Panama City, Myrtle Beach, which one it was, but some of the cities now are getting strict on that because a lot of these neighborhoods don't want temporary people coming in and renting houses for weeks and stuff. So you may want to check if you've got something that's booked like that. You may want to definitely double check this year that it's a full go. Nothing worse than showing up, and I known some people last year in Sturgis that had houses rented, and when they got there was nobody there.
No.
And they lost all the money that they had. So it's
then you're kind of stuck too, where to stay.
Yeah. So when you're booking a lot of these things, that's what you got to think about when you're going to a place like that. You know, if you're booking a hotel, it's not a bad deal. But I mean, we did have one in, was it Deadwood last year or 2 years ago, that went out of business because of the pandemic. They never opened. And so all those people had it reserved down there, and I don't know if they ever got their money back or not. Daytona is our next stop. That's going to be our first stop for the year for motorcycle rallies. We're going to be down there probably almost a month covering nothing but Daytona. What's going on before, after. We should get some good interviews going on there to let you guys know what each one of these venues are planning on having. And hopefully that'll help you out. And remember, while we're there, we put out a video every single day. So what we're trying to do now, if it keeps up, is we come out in the morning, we film all day, around 3 o'clock, we head back, we edit, get it all done, and have it come out that same evening for you guys to where you can come back at night, watch that video, and get an update of what's happening or what's going on or something you might want to see. Because like we were hoping to do the No Name Bar. They usually have the pudding wrestling. They didn't have it in the fall. We're hoping to make it out there on that Saturday night and watch pudding wrestling. Also, they have the micro midget wrestling usually at
the doghouse.
Yep, and we're hopefully going to make it to there this year. We missed it. A lot of these venues have all the events on the same night. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up right now. So if you're going to Daytona, let us know down here in the comments
where you're going to stay and what you're planning on doing while you're down there. So subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. think about Patreon, give us a big thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
And she's got one of the women's shirts on. See, we even got women's shirts.
Yep.
And so look down there. We got it right there on our YouTube channel. Or you can go down in the comments. Not in the comments, but you hit the little arrow over here on the side. The upside, she calls it a hat. And you hit that little guy, it drops it down, and it takes you to our store, our Patreon page, takes you to all the different links we have, Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Because if you want to keep up with the latest information when we're at a rally, watch our Facebook group page, Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures. At that, we'll see you in the next video.
Don't forget to say your thing.
Pa-ting!
Nation.